Yeah. So I guess same thing goes towards so you got IT, um, uh, the one that I have the most knowledge about is operations. Operations, everything has to go right. Is our VoIPs working? Is our websites running? Is our phone lines working? Are the calls being converted? Are we putting those calls onto an Excel spreadsheet to call back? Are we monitoring that? Are we monitoring the jobs? Are we winning customers over, but not only winning them over, they are like, I can't wait to have these people over. Are we giving them all the information they want? Where they're like, oh, this is going to be great. Are we giving enough information to the plumbers? Are we getting the right plumbers out there? All the roofers, all the tradesmen? Are we being, totally customer orientated? What do they need? How's the customer experience? How do they feel about it? Are we booking the jobs correctly? Are we not missing the wrong calendar? Are the operation managers, scheduling in a way that makes sense? All the way down the process, all the way down to invoicing and debt collection, and then all the way down to the whole lot, So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I know there's other departments, I haven't forgotten about you guys, but it's the same concept that applies to everyone else. Yeah, and then we've got our all our marketing team and everything, which I'm working with every day as well. All right, thanks guys, and yeah, look, I think yeah, like the way that I see it is like, for myself, and the way I philosophize about it, and the way I sort of talk to myself, and the storyline that I'm running through my head to get myself through life is currently, I've got challenges. I had challenges with marketing, right? So then I'm like, okay, I wanted an outcome, a goal for my life, and now life has given me a challenge that I really don't want. I'm not good at it. I've never been trained in it, but I'm stuck, right? If we don't solve this, we're in trouble. So then I'm like, all right, I'm going to have to try to solve this problem, right? So I'm like, all right, what do I need to do? What do I need to invent? And so just start somewhere. I've started talking to people, researching, reading, YouTubing, figuring it out, trialing some marketing out, doing it myself. And I think we're on to the last bit now, right? So it's like embracing it. Whatever challenges that you really don't want. I don't want marketing. I just want the area. I want to pay someone. I want to get it out of my life. But now I've embraced it. I took it on. I became good at it. And now I feel good about it because I've overcome something that was a big scary monster in my head, right? But the only way for me to, it's like saying to, the world, I want this gold, right? And the world's like, if you want it, this is your hurdle. It's like a computer game or whatever you might think about it. But for me to pass that hurdle, I've had to, do it in all these ways, right? So, that could be similar to your lives as well. You might be like, okay, well, I want this out of life, and life throws this thing at you that you really don't want, and you feel like it's not there, but it may be the exact thing that will transform your thinking to become more of a valuable person in the world. And yeah, I guess the concept is embrace, what the challenges are. Obviously, as the company, the way it's going, we're going to have to somehow navigate ourselves through the legal world. So if someone puts a false review on about us, how do we navigate around that in the legal world? It's such a, for me, that's a challenge that I've never had to face, but now I'm going to have to face it. So it's another scary monster that I have to face in my mind, and now I have to get through it, become understanding of it, so I take that understanding into my future decision-making skills. So to repeat, decision-making, right? That's why I'm here. I'm here to, there's lots of things happening in the world, and it's my job to make good decisions at any given moment in time. If I was a military leader and I've got my tanks and my ammo and my thing, and I'm trying to protect the land or attack, I have to make good decisions. You know, if I make a bad decision, even though I've got lots of good resources and good military weapons, I might get everyone killed, I might lose the battle, whatever, right? Even with good reasons. So, end of the day, it's all about good decision-making skills, right? So, I may not know marketing perfectly, but I understand it enough now to apply it to our business day to day to make good decisions. I hope that makes sense. So it's the same thing with legal. Like, I may not be a lawyer, but if I start to understand it enough and get savvy enough with it and get confident with it, then I can apply our future overall decisions. I can take that perspective into account. So good decision-making skills, right? And again, the more leveraged we are, the more the world requires and wants of you to be a good decision maker. You know? So if you're a bad decision maker and you're sending written hand mail to communicate with another company, then the damage you cause is less, because the other company may be getting a letter from you once every 3 days. But if you become good at email, they're getting one every 10 seconds. The damage becomes exponentially worse. But on the reverse side, when you become a good decision maker, it's the other way around. You're not, as we have more leverage, the decisions can propel you to achieve a goal way faster. You know, so because you can send 1,000 emails now in a minute, where if you wrote a handwritten letter that might take you, 4 months, you're doing it, what took you 4 months in 1 hour. So that's leverage, So all these clients will get 1,000 emails. Suddenly, all these good things will happen in the economic world that we're talking about. We're talking about the business world right now. What is business world? We're just trying to add value to people's lives, using what we have around you. We're giving you something, you give us something in return. Let's get back to basics, and try to enjoy yourself.